Way back in the 20s, Chris, you remember the 20s, right?
Oh, yeah, like it was yesterday.
You see, way back in the day, there was a global. This is right after the First World War. You see,
It
there was
wasn't after the First World War. It was
Hard
after the
times
fuck.
that time. Hard times.
hard times. It sure was. You see,
Our people suffered dearly. I remember waking up in the middle of the morning. Mama sitting there crying because Pappy went to the war and he didn't come back.
You had the damn sombrero.
he went to the war. He didn't come back. You know that brings us to when there was a global shortage of Worcestershire sauce. And you see,
I remember that.
yeah, it was horrible. I mean, we wanted our Worcestershire sauce, but the government decided that Worcestershire sauce was immoral. I mean, that started the great Worcestershire sauce shortage in 1921.
Man, we still ain't caught up with Worcestershire sauce since then. We had a fucking foreigners take it all. Fucking wars.
Yeah, all them.
There used to be.
I mean, since it, since it was legal in the United States of America, God bless that country. You see, well, they started shipping it from all over. They started shipping it from Canada, and they started shipping
India.
it
Shipped it from India.
yeah. And they even shipped it from Worcestershire. You know, and I guess that's where the name of the sauce came from, so that was the genuine stuff, and everybody wanted that.
Well, he missed his favorite Indian sauce that he commissioned drugstore owners, John Lee, and parents come up with a regional Worcestershire sauce that everybody would agree on.
Well,
You remember when they started brewing that Worcestershire sauce in the South, that Worcestershire sign?
yeah, Worcestershire sauce.
How do you know?
I remember Worcestershire sauce. As I recall, they'd brew it in their bathtub. They just put some anchovies in there, and they put some salt and some live chickens and some soy sauce. I don't know what was in that stuff, but that was damn tasty. I love that Worcestershire sauce.
Some of the ingredients for that there Worcestershire sauce in the South was actually one of the ingredients was Worcestershire sauce from the North.
Yeah. I mean,
You gotta start the process somehow.
You gotta start the process somehow, and unfortunately, them unscrupulous folks from down south would start cutting it with barbecue sauce. I mean, that's just sacrilege if you tell me.
Travesty.
It was a travesty. Exactly, and that got me hopping mad, madder than the queen who sat on a tack or something. I'm not good.
Rather than a donkey being slapped on the ass.
Yeah, the Asians tried to put some soy sauce in it, and it includes a small amount of cinnamon cloves, allspice, lemongrass, and ground cardamom, but that's a bunch of bullshit.
It wasn't the same Worcestershire sauce and stuff that you got from the genuine place, Worcestershire.
Amen.
I hated that time I found out that the bottles of Worcestershire sauce coming in from Mexico had oyster sauce in it.
Oh, that was deplorable, I tell you what.
Sad days.
Sad
Here.
But, I mean, it's that era and time when they made that Worcestershire sauce illegal it was a great time for some folks. I mean, we had Jimmy the Worcestershire bandit, and he was pulling heists all over the East Coast, and we had them Italian families up in New York, and they was running that stuff from Atlantic City all the way to Chicago. It was something, I tell you what. They had hid that in the most interesting ways. I mean, one time I heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard that they had a box full of alcohol, and they decided to replace the alcohol with Worcestershire sauce to get it past the federales. It was something.
What? where that all started was back on the war with Mexico. We actually took the skulls of our enemies and we used them to fill and sell Worcestershire sauce. People would buy them, and that a lot of people didn't like that, but they're just a bunch of pussies.
I tell you what, you ain't never had Worcestershire sauce until you mixed it with an entire bowl full of pico de gallo. But you see, I digress. It wasn't the bowl that did it. You see, if you filled that skull, that aforementioned skull that you had talked about earlier, and you filled that with pico de gallo, and you put some Worcestershire sauce in there, and you put a couple fajitas and some jalapeno peppers.
Some anchovies.
Don't forget them anchovies. I know the Worcestershire sauce already had some, but I mean, you gotta have more.
Small fish no more than 8 inches long.
Small fish no more than 8 inches long. Amen, brother.
They taste unlike any other fish.
Yeah. But I mean, I digress. About 1925, the great shortage of Worcestershire sauce ended, and the government decided that maybe it wasn't so immoral to sell that Worcestershire sauce. Well, they started putting it back on the shelves, and life soon returned to normal.
Tiny fish were enjoyed throughout the world. The Russians enjoyed a hot smoke. The Chinese ate them dried.
Yeah.
They beat them into punch and fish sauce.
We made them into Worcestershire sauce.
Oh, we sure did. I mean, there was even a scare about them communists and, right after the Second World War. But I mean, I digress. That's a story for another day.
I remember hearing that the Russians had rations of Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Can you imagine not getting enough Worcestershire sauce?
Well, they'd send them into battle with a dollop of Worcestershire sauce, but I mean, they didn't have anything to put it on. You had to wait till your comrade next to you died, and you had to grab his toppings and put the Worcestershire sauce on that. It was a horrible war.
You see, though, there are 114 species of anchovies.
I don't know much about. I don't know much about anchovies, but I know that Worcestershire sauce. They make that good Worcestershire sauce.
They're just small green little fish with blue reflections due to a silver-colored longitudinal stripe that runs from the base of the caudal fin.
Well, that's quite an interesting little tidbit of information on my favorite fish that makes that Worcestershire sauce taste so good.
They got sharp teeth in both jaws. Snout contains a unique rostral organ believed to be sensory in nature.
I don't even know why they call it the anchovy. They should just call it the Worcestershire fish.
Yeah, Worcestershire fish. Yep, that's right.
And
some say
primarily
the sharp flavor of Worcestershire sauce comes from the sharp teeth of the anchovy.
Oh, that is that's an excellent analogy. Anyways,
anchovies are concentrated in temperate waters. They're rare, absent in very cold or very warm seas.
Well, I guess that's just your opinion. Anyways, I mean, I gotta head off. I gotta take my medication because of the arthritis and the rickets and all that stuff. But it was great talking to you, war buddies, and we'll get back to that Worcestershire sauce tale another night.
Yeah, have yourself some Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah, I'll have some on
Next time we'll have to grab a bottle of the Primo Worcestershire sauce.
Primo Worcestershire sauce. You put that on pancakes, you put that on turkey, you put that on a chocolate bar. Doesn't matter what you put it on, tastes great.
You put that
It's really good on a chocolate sundae.
Makes it good Worcestershire sauce.
I put it on bananas sometimes. I don't even like bananas, but that Worcestershire sauce, that covers up, tastes banana real good. Makes it just a mushy mess of sort of banana hint. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point.
Hell, I'll tell you what, I put it on shit that ain't even food. I put it on my shoes.
I tell you what, I put it on my wife. Now, I'm not going to explain it in ways I do it, but I do it, and she loves it.
I ain't gonna judge you.
I ain't judging. I think I did that back in the 40s, maybe. I can't remember. My memory's not that good anymore.
Hell, sometimes
She may be getting old, but I tell you what, she's still down for an adventure. I don't mind.
Sometimes I put it on myself.
Oh my God, you are one.
Well,
you are
my
one
pappy taught me.
frisky monkey.
Oh, sorry for cutting you off there, mate, but yeah, my pappy taught me that if you rub it in your beard, it gives it a nice sheen.
Oh,
Gives it that nice smell.
Not just your beard, though. You can also use it in your hair.
Sometimes if you put it in sheets long enough, you can start to smell the anchovies.
I'll tell you what, that axe is one of those aphrodisiacs, and I hope I got that word right, because it's quite a long one.
Anchovies are known in Italy as Alisi, have a much milder flavor.
I gotta go though. My nurse has called me. She tell me I gotta take my medication because I got the arthritis and the ricket. Did I tell you that? I